Hey everybody, my name is James. I'm part of the UCOSP team for Review Board for the 2018 spring term. My project this term is to integrate Jenkins with Review Board. So here's the first demo. As you can see, we're on the Manage Integrations page, and we can see the Jenkins CI build. I've already gone ahead and created a configuration for Jenkins, but we can view that now. So this is the configuration page. As we can see, we can give it a name as well as a list of conditions on when to trigger this integration. For instance, this could include a certain repository as well as branch name. Then provide the server endpoint for Jenkins, the job name on Jenkins to run, as well as a username and password for a user who has access to that job and who can trigger builds on that job. So let's say we've made a draft review request that we want to publish as well as automatically test using that Jenkins job. So we'll click publish. Review Board will now trigger that integration, which will then trigger a build on Jenkins. So you can see Jenkins starting build. So let's head on over to Jenkins to see what the build's doing. So we should see a new build pop up. Hey look, it's already completed. Let's view the output of this build. So as you can see, this is a Git-based project. So it first clones a repository. This is all like a Jenkins automatically does this. And then there's a review board step, which will install the RB tools, and then use RB tools to apply the patch from review board. Then afterwards, it'll run whatever scripts or tests or whatever you've set in Jenkins, and then afterwards, it'll notify review board of the status of the build, whether it succeeded, failed, or otherwise. So let's view the configuration of this job on Jenkins. As you can see, this is a parameterized build. So this is how we pass in the review ID, the revision of that review, as well as the status update from review board to this build, so they can apply the patch as well as notify review board of the status. So then we can see the actual build steps. There's a step called apply patch from review board, which actually applies the patch from review board using RB tools. This will be required before any actual test steps or build steps. Like here, we have this execute shell, which would normally run the test, but for sake of time, I've commented it out. Afterwards, there's post-build actions, and here if you want, you'd have to add publish build status to review board if you want review board to be notified of the status of the build. For both these steps, you have to give it a URL as well as an API token to communicate with the review board. So let's go back to the review request and see how it did. Well, hey, look, it succeeded, great. So this was an end-to-end flow of the Jenkins integration for review board. Hope you guys enjoyed it.